It's Kambada, the shaman, the god, the crack baby. And right now you're tuned in to Kofi's Universe, the number one and most truest source for hip hop news, reaction videos, sports, black culture, and much, much more. If you haven't already subscribed, hit that subscribe button now. Bada.
YouTube salute. So 50 Cent reacts to Terrence Howard making outlandish claims about Diddy wanted to have sex with him. Damn. If you're new to my channel, thumbs up the video, hit that sub button, click that bell icon to be notified when I upload new content and go live. So there's a viral clip going around. Terrence Howard was interviewed by Patrick Bet David. So he spoke that Diddy reached out to him for acting lessons only for things to become very awkward very quickly. Let's listen to this, y'all.
But when you give up your manhood, I've never seen somebody recover from it. That was all the people that went to the puffy parties. That was all the people that did all those things thinking that there was never going to be a consequence for what they were doing. Get punked out and pimped out by some over greater desire. You shouldn't have a greater desire than being a man. So I believe that's a big problem with a lot of the actors out there because they get fluid. And next thing you know, once you go fluid, it's gone. You don't have any foundation to pull yourself back from. So maintain your man card, no matter what.
Man, I mean, you know, one of the things you're seeing, you went to a whole different place.
Sorry.
No, I get it. So you see some guys struggling with that. You see Bieber struggling with that. You see some of these guys struggling with that.
They can't get it out of their head. They can't get it out of their head. The things that they did, no matter how they did it, whether they were drunk or high or whatever, you gave up your man card. You need therapy. And that's the thing that hurts them the most. And so they end up on drugs, end up every way to try and get rid of any principles there are. And that's what the business does. And the women that trade their bodies to go and get the role, they get to the point where they have their Oscar, they have their money, but they don't have their dream. They don't have the soul that they started with. So it's like achieving don't mean anything. If I get all the Nobel Prizes from doing all of this, but in the process I have to trade out all of my integrity to do it so that they can stay in place, what benefit is that if I lose my integrity? You got to go in as a principal. And what we were brought in here as men. We produce 1,500 sperm per heartbeat for a reason, because the aggression is necessary. You don't trade that in, no matter what.
Hey, did you ever have the opportunity where you got invited and you said no to it?
Hell yeah.
What was the consequences when you said no?
Puffy invited me for weeks, asking me to come and teach him how to, he wanted me to be his acting coach for a while. Go there and he's sitting around just looking. I'm like, okay, what's the material you want to work on? He's just looking at me. Then next thing you know, okay, hey, will you help me? I want to hear your music. So I come over there and I'm playing the music, and he's sitting there just looking at me, like waiting. Okay. So then my assistant was like, he wants to hang out with you next week. And I was like, for what? He's like, I think he's trying to fuck you. That's what my assistant said. And I was like, oh, okay. Now I get it. So now no more communication. Now you know to be hands off with somebody. A number of producers come in and make the approach, and you threaten to punch them in the mouth, or threaten to knock their head off for talking to you or looking at you like you're a woman. When you approach a real man about his masculinity, you're going to get a real reaction back. It's a difference when a guy walks in a room and when a man walks into a room. And a man don't take the same things that a guy will accept. So always be the man in the room. And that's always been my whole thing, and have lost businesses because I don't bend over in that way. I don't compromise. I don't play gay roles. I don't kiss a man. I don't do that shit because the man card means everything.
All right, y'all. So check out the full interview on PBD Podcast. It's on YouTube also. But let me just jump into it, y'all. Because 50 Cent, his crazy self, he loves trolling. He said, then the next thing Diddy says, hey, I want to hear from your music. So I go over there and play my music, and he's sitting there and just looking at me. But 50 posted this, said no comment, I'm staying positive. God help us all. But Terrence Howard, he's telling the truth. Like, when it comes to manhood, when it comes to being a man, you're supposed to stand on principles. You ain't supposed to be selling out. You ain't supposed to be giving up your rectum for nobody. A real man ain't giving up his rectum. I don't care how much money it is. I don't care if it is for you to make it to the NFL and to the NBA, to be a professional boxer, UFC fighter, a world class track star, to be in the next major Marvel DC movie, to actually have the biggest record in the world as far as like music wise, to have the number 1 show on Netflix, Paramount Plus, Amazon Prime, Amazon Video, excuse me. So nah, ain't nobody doing that. But people been saying this about Diddy long time ago. Think about all the rappers that usually go to his parties. Think about that. Think about all these people. Look at the Game. Yeah, I said the Game. Look at Meek Mill. That's another person. Look at all those people that went to Diddy party, y'all. There's a lot of people that went to Diddy party. Now, some of those people are not coming forward, but some of the people we know that was out there. Remember that time when Jadakiss and Fabulous was on Drink Champs in 2017, because they was promoting their collab album, the Freddie versus Jason, and somehow Diddy showed up and he was trying to say, he told Fabulous, I don't see you at my parties no more. Where you been at? And was trying to like feed him the cake or eat the cake. And it was just a very awkward situation he was doing that. I don't know, man. Like, to me, respect Terrence Howard, that the fact that he didn't have to give up his man card, he didn't give up the butthole. He was like, no, I ain't doing that. And think about it. He went over there to help Diddy, and Diddy's just staring at him. So basically, Diddy wanted him to drop those draws so he can actually, have a sword fight with him. Man, forget all that. Ain't no sword fights over here. I'm gonna behead your ass messing with me. Don't play around with that, man. Come on. I don't care who listened to this video, but right now, ain't nobody selling out. There's not that much money in the world for somebody to say how much for that butthole. Nah. No, 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 no. That's off limits. Male plus female equals life. You know what I'm saying? If you believe in the Bible, Adam and Steve didn't exist. Post your comments below. Folks, smash Black Panther the like button. Subscribe to my channel. Click the bell icon to be notified when I upload new content and go live. If you want to support, donate to the channel, I have Patreon, patreon.com/Kofi Universe. Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, Streamlabs, everything's in the description. Until next time, salute.